Hello everyone, I'm Kibitz and welcome to Foundry, an amazing factory building game that took over my life the first time I played it. But now, they've added in Galactic Commerce with Update 2. So now you get to build your factory, then sell the stuff you make to build a galactic trading empire. Oh, and they just happen to add in space lasers as well, but you know there's a lot of cool stuff in Update 2. And you better believe we're gonna be diving right in. But first, a quick thanks to Paradox for sponsoring this video. And if you want to check out the game yourself, click on the first link in the description. But new game here on a new world. A balanced planet, resource-rich planet, desert world with lots of oil, then Thalen, tons of jungles and rocky deserts. Well, if it's all the same then, I want to go to the abundant planet, because why would I not want free stuff, right? And also, our job ahead of us is pretty monumental. We need to fix that space station up there to sell our goods to the rest of the galaxy. And right now, it's just me, the ship, and Billy. Billy, you're gonna live in this box, okay? It's safe in the box. Also, you might be able to be sold. But first, the basics. We gotta collect iron, or as it's called in this game, xenoferrite, and copper, i.e. technum ore. Then we get Schmelten. Oh, and I guess we have to talk to C3BB. Stop it, demon. What do you want? Beep boop? Of course. We do have to stabilize the space station. Very astute of you. But factory first. You can live in the box, and we'll get building. So the floors carry electricity, thankfully, so no power pole nonsense until you get to high voltage stuff. So we can just start building out the wazoo and not have to worry about nothing. Just have to get rid of a few obstacles to make room for production. And in this game, it's pretty straightforward, at least in the beginning, where you just smelt your ores into plates and rods. And for mining and collecting the resources, you transport things on belts, but then the miners are these little robot buddies. So you just set up the machine, and the little robots just grab the stuff, bring it to here, and then poop it onto the belt. Easy peasy. And as for power getting started, we're just burning bio nuggies, but we can get some better things with our research. The research tree is expansive. It looks like the first thing is the space station terminal. Oh, great. Let's see what the heck is going on up there. Or if I could sell critters to the international community. What's going on? Company name, Kibitz Corp, of course. Logo? Oh, geez. What do we choose? This game is early access, right? So probably you'll be able to upload your own image here in the future. But for now, let's just get ourselves registered and whoa. So there's a lot to work on here. Who crashed this thing? Oh, whoa, station. Okay, dude. There's a lot to work on. A Fermalite vault. Fermalite is kind of like the currency in this game. We have 10,000 to start. Construction materials. You use the money and the construction materials to repair the station. Gotcha. Spaceships you can buy, storage. Oh, okay. Hold up. This thing's highlighted green, that must be good. Emergency repairs? Yes, please. While that's getting started, let's see if we can get to a better power source. I'm gonna assume there's coal power, I'm pretty sure there is. Burner generator. I can run on bio nuggies or ignium ore, which is pretty much coal. Okay, so this is what we want. And then we gotta start beep booping for the ore itself. Ring ring, hello? Technum, okay. Ignium, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, the game has finite resources. You have to explore and gather up more stuff as you go. And the resources are just strewn about all over the place. At different heights as well. Man, where's my orbital laser when I need it? Oh, we're already there, never mind. We don't need it, we're good. Just need to bring a floor over here to get the power up so our bots can go and get the goods. Then we're gonna go on coal and finish up those emergency repairs so we can really get rocking and rolling. Rocking and rolling, both expanding our factory and what do we need to work on here? Spaceship hangar. Spaceship what? Dude, there's so much going on. Wait, there's even a level? Debt? Who did this? I didn't take out a $5 million loan. That tax is charged on every product sale? Oh, maybe we have debt because we had something to do with, you know, the whole exploded space station situation. Okay, makes sense. Let's just rebuild the hangar and not ask any questions about it. Just focus up on factory expansion, making a bigger floor, and then getting assemblers built. all you need to do for making pretty much everything in the game is build some sort of assembler, select your recipe, and just load and then unload the goods. You picking up what I'm putting down? Because I really want to get moving and grooving in this game. There is a lot to do. So we're making pretty much all of the basic parts right now, from the machinery parts to the electronic components. It's a lot of fun building factories in this game. Everything's very dynamic. So each of the machines has a bunch of inputs on the bottom here, right? So you can input and export things very easily from wherever the heck you want. So for this thing we're trying to make here, we need the tectum rods and the wire. So what we can do is we can set up one assembler to make the wire. Have the rod go into the first input, then the output goes out this way. So then we could have a machine next door to it, making the electronic component that I wanted. So we'll have that, make the component. We still have the rods that would come through here, just for the visualization, check her out. Those rods can continue there. This one belt feeds the two machines, and then to get the wire in here, set this to be an input, get rid of all of that, and set this to be an output again on this end. There you go. It really is just a lot of belt organization. That's when things get crazy. So in this game, I like to use splitters and main belt buses to make everything that I want. And while we're getting started here, everything I want is everything we can handcraft. So all the belts, all the loaders, all the platforms, everything possible, automated. There are a lot of things you need to make in this game. I want to be efficient so we can make more profits. And also because I want to do a lot. I want the space laser, but the space laser is like way down. Where is the space laser? It's like way down here. So we need up to green science. And we have to do like all this stuff. We have to automate green science. We have to refine ore, steel, figure out fluid stuff. Like we need pipes and high voltage energy grids, thermalite smelting. What the heck is a lava smelter? And a snack bot? We can build and sell a snack bot? Wait, what's that one? Heavy duty transport bot. Oh, there's like tons of different robots we can actually sell. Hold up. Maintenance drones. What are you, transport drone? Oh, look at this little guy. They require so many goods to make. Looks like we have to start with the basics. A transport bot. Then we get a shipping pad. So I guess we're gonna be shipping up to our space station and selling pretty quick here. What I'll do is I'll split off a bunch of items from our main bus, and I guess we'll make another factory floor down this way. Because factory design-wise, we'll probably have like a giant main building or main area, and then we'll have subsections of the factory. Like down here, we'll have our main production lines for the bots. And how's our environment around us? Each of the worlds is randomly generated, so it looks like we have mountains all around us. That gives me a lot of cool ideas. According to the map, there's a bunch of water out this way. Wow, would you look at that? I'm so freaking hydrated. Or at least we will be once we get pipes. Let's get back to bots. More factory space, please. Trees, don't ding do. Let's spam machines out the wazoo. However, I do recommend building the machines like 3 tiles apart. This makes belting that much easier, as things will end up getting pretty crazy. As in right now, because the bots have been automated and there is now a profit tab in the top right. So we are going to be selling stuff from our shipping pad like immediately. Just figuring out how this works. Control panel, shipping pad status, configure, transport from factory to space, okay. That one, gotcha. Now we just need a cargo ship, spaceships. Okay, we're buying our first spaceship. It's been like 20 minutes, what the heck? Okay, assign task, planetary shipping, yes. Hey, look at our planetary ship coming on down. Wait, we all know what must be done. Uppies? We're good? I didn't actually expect this to work. I thought something would happen. We're actually going to space? Hopefully there's no fall damage. Oh, what the? Why did I bounce? I don't know why I bounced. Ship looks cool though. Oh, maybe that's like the top of the world? Are we dead? Not dead. Experiment, total success, and we made profit. What do we do with the money? Space laser? Finances? Finances. Market earnings? Sales charts? Oh, competitors? What? Per week? Oh, We got our work cut out for us here. That's actually great because, man, oh man, with factory games, I love it when there's like a recurring end goal target to give you a reason to build your factory even bigger and bigger and bigger. And our competition can make 300 million a week? Ooh. Yeah, that's some good motivation. As is getting an orbital laser. So we need the next science. Science 2. Oh, but we need a company rank. Oh my gosh, so the leveling up of your sales is actually incorporated into the game's like progression? Oh, I thought it was just like a memes. Oh. Ooh, Industrial Titan? Galactic Foundry? One day. But right now we can at least do some prep. So the science pack needs conveyors and building blocks in order to make the science pack. Right on. Well, the building blocks only need the little plates here. So we just need to have the assemblers running into another assembler. I see what's happening here. We need a lot of space for science. Over this way. This is gonna be science space. Boom. We'll redo all of our science stuff over here. So the first one just need machinery parts and the technum rods. And I'll swoop over the bus so we can make the red science. Which, you know, sounded a little bit easier in my head than the actual reality here. But it's fine. It was a little difficult, admittedly. There's a lot of machines we had to build, okay? Just so we could have our actual production rates be decently good. Like, I'm not really counting the ratios. We're just gonna assume that more is better. Now we got lots of science and a lot more science processing machines to get the goods. And speaking of the goods, we are making tons of dollary-doos, okay? Tons. But that's also using my resources. My finite resources, which I'm also using to scale up my factory. So it looks like we're gonna have to balance selling goods and conserving stuff. Personally, I think we're gonna really focus on scaling up our factory before anything else. And we'll just get money to upgrade our station here. Speaking of upgrades, this one's green antenna. Get that? Need to unlock and monitor galactic sectors. Okay, we want that. And also, I saw this earlier, but there is a thermalite vault. Why would we want this? So we can store more thermalite, but we can already store so much. Oh, our vault capacity is 10,000. You'll be charged for extra storage, excuse me? We are being nickel and dimed out the wazoo, 177 F per day? This is hundreds of dollars. Well, there's even refueling. There's actual costs here. Oh my gosh, but wait, galactic market. I need to know what is going on in the galactic market. Oh, this looks pretty basic. New trade. Oh, these commodities are the only things available on the market right now? Okay. Looks like we can buy 100 of these at once. So I have a second cargo ship, which we'll just use to buy more of this material. Then we use the material to repair this, or buy a bigger vault so we don't get destroyed on fees. Oh, but what I've been waiting for this whole update is to check out the galaxy map. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. We're going to start here, and then we have to take over market to market to market, obliterating all competition. Commerce, market share per planet, planet info, gravity, day length. Whoa, GDP of the planet? There's two things I love in this world. It is factories and it is macroeconomics, and this game is now the danger zone. I might be doomed. Okay, chill, Mr. Kibbs, chill. We're only getting into steel right now, okay? We have to automate crushers. How do we go about that? Well, in the assembler, it says the crusher wants plates, machinery parts, and components. Can do. Gotta expand the bus and bring over the goods from the other end here. Because along with automating the crushers, I got better belts, and I wanted to reorganize the supply room so we can grab stuff from like both sides of this hallway. We'll make things more interesting and intricate later on, but for now, that's the dealio. And then I tore up all of our old smelting arrays. Well, I will, literally right now. Always feels so sad. But alas, we have better things now with crushers. So we're pretty much just crushing the ore before we smelt it. So it makes mining a little bit more efficient. We get more bang for our buck from our limited resources. And also with factory games, I like just to build like starter stuff and then move into better systems later on once we have better tech. Also, we need bigger systems as well, because to make steel, we have to crush down the ore and then combine it with the ignium, or the coal stuff, so that we can then smelt that down into steel. And it's a bit of a whole thing. What's the deal with that other recipe though? We have gravel, so we get rocks, and we make that into gravel. The gravel, oh, that's an entirely different thing. What do we do with the gravel? Oh, here we go. We smelt the gravel into glass. But before anything, we need mineral rocks. Beep booper. Where is mineral rocks? Yes, that's the technum. Yes, that's that. Ignium. Oh, let me guess. Whatcha? Mineral rock. Okay. Looks like we're mining. But only for now. Just wait until I have my explosives. And we'll get them soon. But right now, I'm pretty happy because we already have steel online. Just made this crazy crusher setup where we have the coal in the middle, iron on both sides, and then loaders out the wazoo. And what is this? Where is the iron? Are we already out? Bro, it's only been like 10 hours. How are we out? There's no way, right? Right? Okay, we've made a dent in it, but there's still plenty. Oh, right. I built other machines. We're casting now. So one of the other things you do with the mineral rock is you combine it with water and create cement to make concrete blocks. Concrete blocks can be used for building and also for other things, like perhaps green science packs. But beyond that, also automated glass. But the iron, we're actually sending over to a system here to make explosives. And these explosives are actually the precursor to what I want. In the meantime, we're just letting them build up because the process is very slow. Extremely, extremely slow. So I could just expand the system, but there's just so much to do, right? Like explain what the heck is going on with the water. Where did we get the water from? We got it from the ocean. Yeah, you got it. You're so smart. Okay, but how do we collect the water? Well, via pipes and then with pumps. And the pump can send the water all over the place. And for working with the pipes, it's very, very straightforward. You hold right, you can build all the crazy shapes and little doodads you want, which will be very important once we get into oil. But don't worry, oil coming soon. Right now, green science packs. Those needed the concrete and then also the thermalite. We need to ship it back down from our space station. The money in the game is an item. We use it, both to purchase things and to make things. So first, we just have to configure this. We're gonna transport from the space station down to here. Gonna grab the bars, select the ship. Yes, you. Confirm it, and enjoy all our fee, and bring it to our labs. So the fee and all the other stuff is brought over to some Mark II assembly machines so that we can have automated green science packs, which gives us a whole slew of new things to unlock. Unfortunately, it's not our orbital laser yet, but we're very close. We do have all of the sciences necessary. We just need to get this hull improvements tech and also construction material. We need lots of this stuff, because this whole time I've been buying up construction material from the galactic market, but now we've run out. And I don't want to sell my resources for thermalite because we're using our resources for other stuff. So that means our order of operations is we want to make that construction material ourselves, so we can unlock it pretty quick after I get this mining efficiency thing. And then to make the material, you need thermalite sheets and a bunch of other things. The sheets are what got me a little concerned though, because to make the sheets, we need to make that in a lava smelter. And I don't know about you, but I haven't seen any lava nowheres. Beep booper, do you tell me where lava is? Beep booper. Oh my god, it literally does. Okay, if we blow that up or dig into it, will just lava spew out? If that's the case, I don't really want it all over my factory floor here. We have another node. Oh, okay. All right, looks a little weird. So we start mining? No, my friends, we start blasting. I freaking love C4, bud. And good news, no lava in there. Well, wait, kinda good? Kinda bad? Where's all of my lava? Ring ring, hello? Or wait, maybe I messed something up. Okay, well, yes and no. Yes, as in I destroyed the hillside and it did not look aesthetically pleasing, so reverted to an old save. And no, because we do need to dig in here. We just need to go to this location and dig it down. Like, forever. Luckily, the game has personal elevators, so what you can do is you can just say, hey, elevator, go down to layer 2 of the world. And the elevator will dig for you. So you put it down, set to dig, and off you go. Down here, there should be lava. I do not see any lava. What the frick? Oh, we can keep digging. Hold up. Lava? Lava? Oh my, what? There do be lava. This is ill-advised, but oh, we are literally invincible. Okay. It is like an entire world down here, underneath the entire map. Do we even have to build on the surface? Oh, I think we might need like a better explosives for that. Yeah, higher mining force it's called. So there's now, okay, so there's an entire underground lava world on each planet. And now I'm picking up what's putting down. The beep booper just tells you the access points to this lava area. So throughout the world, there's just gonna be more and more access points down to this layer. So we can use this lava zone as our long distance logistics hub. Oh my gosh, it'll make our lives so much easier. It's just a few steps down the tech tree. We get these item elevators, and you can build them to any height you want. You set up the base, and then you go up to like any height, and then you put a top on, and it fills itself in. So we can just do that from the bottom of the world to the top of the world if we wanted. And that way, when you're going for resources that are further away, you don't have to deal with all the terrain and things. Personally, I actually like working with the terrain and things. I like to see my infrastructure spread out everywhere. Like for here, we're surrounded by mountains, right? So I'm going to build terraces on these mountains and then have factories on each of the terraces. Like we can automate a bot there, maybe use this terrace for logistics, have a terrace on top of the mountain, etc, etc, etc. But we'll get to that soon. Right now, we just wanted to smelt our thermalite into thermalite sheets, right? So these elevators scoot up and down and then go to the lava smelters. Go figure, they're smelters, you build them on lava, and they do what you'd expect. Well, looking cool. Like the rest of the factory, now that we have this system developed. So temporarily, the bars will just go over this way towards the elevators, right over there. And then once they become the sheets, they scoot over this way, and I've replaced the old bot system with a new one. Using those elevators just in our main factory, we now have a new item bus, which loads these assemblers that create our construction material. And again, with construction material, we can repair our space station without having to buy the material from the market and focus on making the money. My profits are 0. My finances are very sad. And it's time to re-enter the market and make that cashola. And in preparation, I have made significant factory upgrades. And although it looks impressive, it is just a lot more of the same. Where I'm just trying to expand my mall so we can have all the different items, right? I also meant how to get into big boy power. That's why we have the cables. So the floors, they can transfer low voltage. But then if you want to make a big power plant, you need high voltage stuff. That requires the big cables and also transformers. So I built a bunch of transformers, and they're converting the power from this into low voltage power for this factory. This, although it looks really, really cool and complicated, it's just a coal boiler system. So we get the coal stuff, we boil some water, and we send it off into turbines. Really, really simple, but whew, we get a lot of freaking power, bud. So with the power and production all good, let's automate some bots. And we're sticking with the terraces concept. We're gonna build out the floors like so, and have all of our bot assemblers built up here. It'll be a little annoying at first, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring all of the items across this bridge here, up item elevators, make manifolds on every single level. Now, although time consuming, you better believe I play by the rule of cool. And this, oh, this is gonna look freaking cool. But for real, it's gonna take a very, very long time. But you see, that's what we call an investment. Because those little guys are gonna make us so much freaking money, it's gonna be crazy. Just another nicety for all Mr. Future Kibs is I brought all of these bots down over to our new space hub, which is going to be over there. There's a small island out in the ocean, and I was like, you know what? That's a spaceport. So we can use it to sell our valuable bots for money, and we can make the construction materials. So the only thing holding us back is raw materials. And so Beep Booper, take me to the promised land. Oh, we can get more coal over that way. Oh my freaking iron. Ooh, look at that chunk. How far down is that? Height 60 meters. Elevator, bring us on down, brother. Glory awaits us. And now the goods are secure. I also yoinked some ignium and technum as well. Though I did have to do a little bit of tunnel boring to find some more mineral rock. But now we have everything we need to unlock the orbital laser. It's simply a matter of time. Or so I thought. We had to do a little bit of oil stuff. JK, a lot of oil stuff. But I won't dive into this too much, and we'll maybe revisit it in a future video. Main thing I was after though was yellow science and jetpack fuel. So that we can now fly around and have fun with our orbital laser. How does this work? You unlock it? Oh boy. Let's see, where do we fire it? We have some technum ore underground over here. Let's use it as our first target. Fire the orbital cannon! Oh my gosh. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Okay, I don't care. More laser everywhere. This is absolutely wild. Now when I'm digging up resources, don't need to worry about using C4 anymore. And you know the mountains all around our base here? What if they just didn't exist? Oh my, why doesn't every game have an orbital laser? Billy, how did you get out of the box, Billy? Don't you know it's dangerous out here? Nothing I could have done to prevent that. The laser just came out of nowhere. And you know what? I gots to do it. I gots to do it. This is why we build, so we can destroy. No more vermilites. No more dollary dues. I just need my oil and my laser and I'm practically a god. No, I'm just goofing around. This is really just a starter base and there's so much more we can expand on. However, that is gonna be all for now. But if you enjoyed, remember to check out that link in the description to try out Foundry yourself. And until next time, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and bye-bye.